So we're here at the beautiful golf club north of Tenterfield, which is a beautiful setting. Grey and windy, but plenty of moisture in the air. I'm here at the Landcare Adventure 2022. It's great to have people in the room who already have a good idea and they're already doing good stuff on their places, and they're hungry to know more, and they're hungry to know what more they can do.
Yamagay Naya, Naya Yala Ki Maga Winigay Marigalga, Nagu Walai Baga Nale Buddha, Gagika.
Thank you all very much for the invitation to come and join you and launch the conference today. Incredibly exciting. As the new CEO, I get the chance to get out and about and meet passionate people like yourselves.
My name's Candice Larkin. I'm a New South Wales Woodland Bird Project Officer for BirdLife Australia. I was here today talking about our program to help regenerate woodlands by planting mistletoe and how other people can do that as well. Events like this are so important for us because everything we do relies on citizen science. We're relying on people to engage with these animals, to report them to us and to help us rebuild their habitat. A lot of the most important habitat for these animals is on private property. Without this landholder engagement, we can't do what we need to do. I guess the one thing that I would like to say to landowners is please don't ever give up on your passion and your lust for the environment, for all the beautiful animals that it has. These animals wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the engagement that we have from these landowners.
Use artificial structures like ours if there's a prey.
Well, I was asked to talk about birds of prey, a general sort of rundown on what birds of prey occur in New South Wales and what we've got here. Just covered a bit about raptor conservation and what the birds need and some of the threats they face and what we can do to sort of help them. Yeah, well, a lot of landowners have raptor breeding habitat on their places. Because there's only a small proportion of land surface is in reserves or protected areas, it's the large areas of private land that hold the key to conserving a lot of our threatened fauna. We just come outside and basically walk past the spot where a bird of prey has caught a crested pigeon, which does well in farmland. We've just found a pile of feathers on the ground that indicates a bird of prey has made a kill, and they're plucked feathers, not bitten off like a cat or a fox would. So yeah, it was evidence of a raptor kill right here on site.
Supporting councils build their capability and capacity.
We're just at Curry's Gap, often known as the Western Common. Western Common was used by Aboriginal families back in the 50s as they weren't allowed to reside in town, so this is where we are. I'm Kerry O'Sullivan. I'm a Wiradjuri Gamilaroi woman. This is part of the area of my grandfather. That's right, we do get a lot of bush tucker throughout here. So a small coolamon was cut out. As you can see, it's healing over quite well.
Yeah, it's quite recent, isn't it?
Yeah. It's been in the last...
bit of a nature walk through to look at some of the features, and we saw some of the significant areas for the Aboriginals, but also some of the boxed woodland. Crayfish guy was here explaining that, plus the Regen Ag was explaining some of the habitat of the lovegrass. So it was a pretty good wrap up, really.
And the burrow size really reflects the size of the crayfish. So the really big crayfish are rare because they're the dominant animals, but the small ones are, a lot more common. So a lot more smaller burrows than big burrows. Yeah, well that's just another species here growing.
We're the Fowlers. We're on the edge of the Great Dividing Range in Tenterfield. We have 40 acres, free-range pork, our lambs, cattle, like as organically as possible. It has its challenges. We do love this area so much. A lot of thinking goes on when you're just walking out in the paddocks and having trouble with why did the old fellas do this, or why did they stop doing that, or why do they do it like that, you know? And a lot of times there was a real practical reason, you know, and we've forgotten, or, you know, modern technology has changed the way we think.
Very clever stuff. Collaboration is critical. When I opened the conference, I talked about connection, collaboration and contribution. To me, they're the essence of the Landcare ethos. It's the essence of what we do in Landcare. It's important for society to appreciate and understand landholders and some of the challenges they face. And it's often been said that they're the price takers, and they often get the raw end of the deal when it comes to selling of produce, for example, into the food markets. So I think it's a two-way thing, and the beauty about Landcare is that we sit in the middle there, and we can connect landholders back with society, with governments, with ecosystem markets. So it's a really critical role that Landcare has in supporting landholders, but also helping society to understand who our most important natural capital asset holders are.
So I think that this Landcare Adventure has been an amazing experience. We've been able to showcase this beautiful region. Everyone's been really considerate, and I think every person that's attended has been able to take away something new, something that they can take home, and something that they can share. A little bit cold and chilly and wet. We've got to hear about agriculture and regeneration and soil health and some of our native habitat recovery, and so I think it's just been an all-round, it's been a great experience.